Manchester City 5, Arsenal 0. If there is one thing that is left to do is to sack Mikel Arteta. Guys, it is enough. It's enough. It's enough. I've had enough. Yes, guys, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. We are back again with another match reaction. Arsenal losing 5 to Manchester City. That is the most humiliating, unreal performance I've ever seen from an Arsenal side. We've lost now 3 games at the beginning of the season. We've not scored a goal. We've not gained a point. 3 games, we are at the bottom of the table. What kind of nonsense is this? This is the worst start. If you didn't know, that is the worst start ever Arsenal has ever had in its history. Under Mikel Arteta is when we have seen Arsenal go down 5-0. We were bullied by Chelsea, and we agreed that Lukaku was way ahead of us. Manchester City, I didn't know what they did. They didn't bully us because that was more than bullying. They had a 91% ball possession in the second half. That is a fucking joke. 91% ball possession. We had 9% ball possession. We had 1 shot on goal in the 90 minutes. Arsenal had 1 shot on goal. It's a disgrace. It's disgusting. Mikel Arteta, get out. That is the only word I can say. I don't know. That was disgusting, guys. That was absolutely disgusting. How do you play Manchester City without a central midfielder? We will get to the likes of Granit Xhaka because many people, especially the clowns on Twitter, have been hyping Xhaka. Arsenal is the only club that sells Xhaka after that masterclass performance for Switzerland in the Euros. Fuck off. That guy has never been good enough. Xhaka will never be good enough. And I said it in the match preview. You don't play Sid Kolasinac. Against Manchester City. They're going to have a laugh. They had a laugh. Even if it was I managing Manchester City, if I see Sid Kolasinac, that is ultimate 5 goals. We played 3 defenders, 3 center backs that do not equate to 1 center back. 1 proper center back, because for me, Chambers, Holding, and Sid Kolasinac, they don't give you 1 correct center back. Having Gabriel Magalhaes on the pitch is better than having those 3 out there. Mikel Arteta, that was an absolute shambles. No excuse. That was an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. The team selection was absolutely wrong. He got it wrong. And I said it when I saw that lineup, that if Mikel gets a point in this game, I've seen a couple of clowns on this channel tell me, you know what, Arsenal could win this game. Fuck off, you clowns. That was a sure deal. If you had your money, I never had money on my account, I could have won millions today. Damn, that was the worst performance you can ever see from an Arsenal perspective. What was that? Guys, let's get into it. Let's try to get into it. Before we can rant, let's get into it. How did the 2 teams perform by numbers? And some of you could say, oh, look at Cossy. He's saying this is how we performed by numbers. Let's get into it. Easy. We were smashed 5-0. Ike Gundogan in the 7th minute. We shall talk about that goal. Chambers and Rob Holding They are losing an aerial battle to a man who's 5.8 feet. That guy is as tall as my mug. I think this mug is so tall. Ike Gundogan, the last time we played City, Raheem Sterling scored a header. And this time, Ike Gundogan, a dwarf, is winning an aerial battle against Rob Holding. Ferran Torres got another one in the 12th minute. Of course, he did score a brace. He scored another in the 84th minute as well. Gabriel Jesus again, another beautiful. That one, that was a goal where I was like, and let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna share with you something. The Lodri also scored. I think for Lodri, that was a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Anyone could see that. Gabriel Jesus, Jack Grealish traveling through the Arsenal defense like a hot knife through butter. Wow. The only thing I missed in that game is Jim Beglin being my commentator. The rest, I got what I deserved. Definitely I got it. So statistically, they had 25 shots on goal. Arsenal didn't have one. We had one shot on goal in the whole 90 minutes, and it was off target. City had 25 shots on goal. That speaks it all. We had one. They had 10 shots on target. Arsenal didn't bother. We had more red cards than shots on target. We didn't bother. Possession, they had 81%. We had 19. Jesus Christ. Who knew that these times would come? Arsenal, the club that is known for possessing football, the doctrines that Arsene Wenger had set into this club, when we have the ball, you hardly have a chance to take it away. Who knew that the tables could flip this fast? Just half a decade after Arsene Wenger, we have 19% ball possession. Jesus Christ. I love what I'm saying. They had 757 passes. We recorded 179 passes. That is half of the passes Xavi would make in any game. Passing accuracy, we had 67% up in the passing accuracy. We will talk about that. They had 91% passing accuracy, and they kept the ball. 5 fouls for them, 7 fouls for Arsenal. 2 yellow cards. They had 1. We had 1 red card, and they had 0 red cards. Anyone who still believes Arsenal is on the right track, let me know. City is now at the top of the table, 10 points. We are 20th. We are 20th on the table. Arsenal is fucking 20th. I can't believe this. Because the last thing I remember is my mother calling me and say, I hope you win. Yeah, that's what she said. I hope you win. And we are fucking now 20th. We have conceded 9 goals. So the defense is a shambles. We have scored none. The striking line is a shambles. And we've literally got no points. We literally have no points. That is our season. Spurs managed to get a point against City. So no one should fucking tell me we had to lose to City. Spurs got a point. 3 points against Manchester City. The shambles are a disgrace, guys. The shambles are a disgrace. Let us go into Mikel Arteta's lineup. Let us try to look into Mikel Arteta's lineup. Definitely, let us try to. Number 1, Leno started in goal. Number 1 choice goalkeeper. I don't know whether you blame Leno. I really don't blame Ban Leno for the goals we conceded. He played fucking Sid Kolasinac, Cedric, Rob Holding, and Chambers. Now, people, let's be honest. Let's get honest. Which manager in the world plays Sid Kolasinac at centre back against Manchester City and benches Pablo Mari? Yes, Pablo Mari, we agree. Let us agree. Let us take it. Pablo Mari was battered, bullied, stepped on, disgraced. You could use any word you want against Chelsea. We conceded 2. We only conceded 2 goals against Romelu Lukaku and Chelsea. Sid Kolasinac is in defense with Rob Holding and Chambers. These clowns are fucking clueless. They are fucking clueless. I looked at them, the first goal. Let us talk about the first goal. A free cross. Sid Kolasinac and Kian Tierney are responsible for stopping all the crosses that are that were coming off that were coming down from the left. Gabriel Jesus gets that free cross. Where is Kolasinac? Where is Kian Tierney? A free cross, fine. The cross the cross beats Kian Tierney and Kolasinac. And then it comes into the box. The cross is this size. I'm twice taller than the cross. Rob Holding and Callum Chambers. Actually, Chambers is defending is defending the cross, and he's almost in his own goal. And I'm looking at Chambers trying to head away that ball, and I'm like, what the hell? What is he trying to do? Rob Holding and Chambers have lost a header to one of the shortest players in the Premier League, Ike Gundogan. How do you explain that? I said it. You can't pick Sid Kolasinac. You can't pick Sid Kolasinac and Rob Holding and Chambers. You can't. Mikel, despite the fact that he's under pressure, there are some stupid decisions you make, and you feel like, you know what, I'm fucking clueless, and this is fucking hell. He was fucking screwed in that game. The lineup selection is absolutely clueless. If you wanted to play a back three, because I said he can't play back three, right? I said we could play back three. I thought he was going to play Tierney, Murray, and Rob Holding as the three center backs. Then he could play Ainsley Maitland-Niles as a right wing back, and also play Nuno Tavares as a left wing back. This is when those players help you because they have the pace, because they are hardworking. You brought in players that are not hardworking. You brought on players that that absolutely do not care. That's a fucking disgrace. The lineup is a fucking disgrace. Let's agree to that. The lineup is a fucking disgrace. Point two, apart from the defense, let's go to the midfield. We are playing City, and this is how City will line up. With all due respect, City have Lodri, and he's the only man that got a red card, a yellow card in their team. Do you know why? Because that is what he was brought to do. They have a defensive midfielder. It's like it's like QPR playing Barcelona, and Barcelona have Busquets, and QPR do not have a defensive midfielder. What were we thinking about? What is the reason Mikel didn't play Obasambi Lokonga? Why didn't we play Mohamed Elneny at the beginning? Why didn't we play a CDM? What is the question? We played. Look, Odegaard is not useful. Is fucking useless in this game. He's one of our best players, if not the best, player. But in this one, he's fucking useless. The same with Smith Rowe. The boy is being battered, but I don't blame him. Because this is not a game where you play Smith Rowe. This is not a game where you play Martin Odegaard. They are fucking useless. If you remember my predicted lineup, I didn't play Odegaard and I didn't play Smith Rowe. And many people ask me, Cossy, why didn't you play Smith Rowe? Why didn't you play Martin Odegaard? They are fucking useless in this game. This is a game where you need to work a lot. This is a game where you're running around without the ball. There is no reason why you play Martin Odegaard, because he works well in possession. There's no reason that's why you play Emile Smith Rowe. They work well in possession. You're literally playing two number 10s against Manchester City. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking playing a high line? What are we doing? 4-5-1, and we are with 5 defenders and we get battered 5. What if we played a back 4? What if we played a back 3? What if we played a back 4? What would happen? We would concede 6, 7, 10. That midfield selection from Mikel Arteta is an absolute disgrace, is a shambles. An absolute shambles. You have Mohamed El Neni, you have Albert Sambi Lokonga. What is the reason why none of them start this game? What is the reason? Legitimately, why is Albert Sambi Lokonga not in this game? He's one of the best, if not the best, CDMs you have in your squad, and you leave him on the bench. And you pray, oh, I pray we win. How are you fucking gonna win the game? How are you fucking gonna win the game? And I've seen a couple of clowns. I hope they're not here. They're not telling me, Cossy, I think we will win this game. And I know your names. I won't speak them. But think about it, guys. Think about it. Written in black and white, set in stone, Arsenal losing 5. This was bound to happen. This was bound to happen. It's an absolute joke. It's an absolute disgrace. I can't believe what I've seen. Arsenal absolutely out of the game. Arsenal absolutely doing nothing in that game. We absolutely did nothing. We didn't attack. We didn't defend. We absolutely did nothing. The midfield, how I saw, Manchester City, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, how they dominated that midfield like they're playing some academy. I'm gonna show you something before you go any further. I'm gonna show you something. Just a minute. Arsenal fans celebrated. This is it. This is it. That is the photo. I hope you can see the caption very well. That's it. Arsenal fans, a rare sight of Arsenal fans at the Etihad Stadium celebrating Manchester City's 4th goal. When, look, very disappointing. Yes, it is very disappointing. You can make this of what you can make this. You can make of this what you want. You might say these Arsenal fans, have actually, let the club down. They have, they're absolute clowns. You can call them whatever you want. But for me, the frustration that Arsenal fans do have to celebrate a City goal, that is an absolute disgrace. And the disgrace is not because Arsenal fans, because we like to trivialize issues and say, oh, those guys are clowns. The reason that's why these guys are celebrating a Manchester City goal is easy. They are fed up. You just feel like you want to shout. You want to shout when City score. And that's what happened. They celebrated when City scored. They celebrated. Because when are we going to celebrate a goal in the Premier League? When are we going to celebrate a goal? When we don't have our own 9 fucking points gone, 9 fucking goals conceded, 3 games, no win, no draw, no point, no goal. I would rather look. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't celebrate a City goal. But I don't blame them. I absolutely don't blame those men for celebrating a City goal. I don't blame them. If anyone blames them, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. These guys deserve better. And this is what I've been saying. We fucking buy these jerseys for expensive. Very expensively, high amounts of money. You're buying a jersey, $100 Arsenal jersey, and you're like, fine, I'll take it. Please do customize it. Yeah, please do customize it. And then you're 3 games in a season, and you're watching absolute shit. I don't blame these fans for celebrating a Manchester City goal. I don't blame them. The club doesn't have any, this club doesn't have any sort of loyalty to the fan. It doesn't have it. It's like you pay the money, we lose the game. That is the contract we have now with Arsenal. You pay the money, we lose the game. When is this gonna end? When do we have a chance as Arsenal fans to be happy? When do we be happy? Because after beating West Brom, they made fucking 11 changes to their starting 11. We beat their under 23s 6, and we celebrated. And we cannot find a shot on target in the Premier League. The same story against Brentford, the same story against City, the same story against Chelsea. When does an Arsenal fan get to be happy? When do we get to be, when do we get to celebrate? That is my question. 2 consecutive seasons, we finished 8th. Last season, we were bottom half. Let me show you the table, people. Let me show you the table. It's very clear. It's very near. It's very near. Let me show you the table. We should discuss these issues knowing that Arsenal is fucking 20th. That is where we are. 3 games. What are these? What are these? We have conceded 9 goals. We've conceded 9 goals. We've lost 9 points. And that is not the biggest issue with Arsenal. My issue with Arsenal is, one, we had 4 months to deal with this fucking nonsense ever since the last season. 4 fucking months. Get a creative midfielder, no. Get a central midfielder, Xhaka stays. Get a right back, no. What the fucking hell do you expect? The same team, the same lineup, season after season. What do you expect? You expect to beat Manchester City all of a sudden? It's fucking nonsense, because you're never going to do it. We've not beaten Manchester City in 10 consecutive games. Jesus me. We've not scored against Manchester City in 5 consecutive games. That is where we are. And I don't want to see anyone who speaks nonsense in my chats saying, oh, give Mikel Arteta some time. We played well. I'm going to fucking block you for the first time. I'm going to fucking block you for speaking, fucking nonsense in my chat. I'll fucking do it. Because this is when you feel you've had it. You've had enough. And I'm done. I'm absolutely done with everything. The manager who cannot simply pick a basic 11, because we had so many people, we have so many players injured, right? We have so many players injured, and some of them suffering from COVID. That was easy. Play Alexander Lacazette because he can do the hold up. That is, every clown can do that. Every clown can understand that. I'll play him. I'll play Lacazette because he knows how to hold the ball. Every clown is gonna do that. Play Aubussambi Lokonga, play Mohamed Elneny. Look, if you played Aubussambi Lokonga, Xhaka and Elneny, I would understand. Because it is City, you're running around without the ball, you need players that can regain possession. We never tried to get possession back. And the reason is, the players we had on the pitch don't know how to do that. They don't do it. They're absolutely not concerned without. They don't do it. Martin Odegaard and Smith Rowe, very good players, very good. I love them, but this is not their game. Mikel, come on, this is not their game. This is a game where you're running around. This is a game where you're looking for the ball for 90 minutes. Play Aubussambi Lokonga, play Mohamed Elneny. Go physical on City. We made it too soft for City, and that's why I think they never bullied us. They didn't bully us. I don't know what they did. They fucking humiliated us. They're like, that's it. That's it. The lineup is so wrong. But let us first go into the performance of these lads. Away from Mikel for a moment. Let us go into the performance of these lads. Because at times when you blame the manager too much, you forget that these clowns also did absolute nothing. They absolutely did nothing in that game. And I'm sorry to say, those men out there, the 11 players that started that game, were absolute shit. They're absolute shit on the pitch. I don't intend to attack any Arsenal players off the pitch. Don't do it, please. It would be a fucking disgrace. But let us look at this. Let us look at these clowns and how they performed in this game. Because I'm asking myself, yes, we blame Mikel. Definitely we do. Yeah, we do Mikel. We do blame Mikel. Yeah, we do blame Mikel. But what about these fucking clowns that he actually chose to do the job? What did they do? Let's go into it. Let's try to get into it. All right? Let's get into it. Where do we begin? Let us begin with Mikel Arteta's man, Sid Kolasinac, rating 5.8. Who gave Xhaka a 4? Who gave Xhaka a 5.4? He must get a 0. Okay, let's look at Sid Kolasinac. Sid Kolasinac played 90 minutes in this game. Congratulations, bro, for having 90 minutes in the Premier League. I didn't know you could make it. Congratulations, bro. I didn't know you could do it. I didn't know you could play 90 minutes. Fuck you, Mikel. An absolute stinker. Okay, Sid Kolasinac. That was his heat map. So basically, what Sid Kolasinac had to do was to help Kian Tierney stop Gabriel Jesus. He absolutely did nothing. Because Gabriel Jesus got an assist and Gabriel Jesus scored. He absolutely did nothing. So let's see. Clear chances. Don't start your fucking shit. Sofa score. Don't start. Not interested. Where are the fucking statistics? Okay. The man had 18 touches. 18 touches in the game. 18 touches. So if you think about Sid Kolasinac, think about the first goal we conceded. Gabriel Jesus getting a free cross, because Gabriel Jesus is down, on the left hand side of the pitch. He gets he gets his time to rest, pick out a pass, look for scan, pick out a pass, and he just puts it on top of the head of Ike Gundogan, who's just arriving. Where is Sid Kolasinac? Where is Kian Tierney? An absolute shambles from Sid Kolasinac. Tierney, my man, 6.1. I think he was hardworking, especially when we didn't have the ball, but he also had an absolute stinker. An absolute stinker. And I'm so scared for players like Kian Tierney because the level of performance they want to put in, they cannot. Because Tierney, you see him, he has the ability and he has the love. He has the hunger and thirst to perform better. But how do you perform better in the Arsenal side? Like, how do you perform better? How do you perform better in the Arsenal side? 6.1 rating. He had an absolute stinker as well. Rob Holding, my man, had 33 touches on the ball. He had 5 long balls and 1 was accurate. He had a 70% accuracy. He had 12 passes, accurate out of 16. Rob Holding. Let's speak about Rob Holding for a minute. Rob Holding lost a header against Manchester City to Raheem Sterling last season. I think it was 2-0. We said, Rob Holding, please, you can't lose a header to Raheem Sterling. He's so short. He's like this smug. Don't lose a header to him. Right. Rob Holding and Chambers lost a header to Ike Gundogan. What are you doing? How does Jota, Sterling, and Ike Gundogan, how do they rise higher than you? Make it make sense. Try to explain to us. How do they rise higher than you? Rob Holding, an absolute stinker. Callum Chambers. Now, my man, Callum Chambers. I'm not even going to say much. With Callum Chambers. He knows my opinion about him. When he plays, at times when he plays right back, you think, maybe you can, Grealish was about to kill Chambers and Cedric. He was gonna kill them. Just think about was it the third goal? The Gabriel Jesus goal. Grealish absolutely bullied Callum Chambers. Think about that goal. Oh my God. Callum Chambers. What a pity. Now my man Cedric Soares was fighting with Jack Grealish. This is nonsense. It's nonsense. Let's speak about Granit Xhaka for a minute. I'm not going to speak about Saka, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard because I think this was not their game. For Saka, I think this was his game if he had the right kind of players in the midfield. But I think with Odegaard and Smith Rowe, that was not their game. So I won't really speak about them. Xhaka. Xhaka, the man that is supposed to provide us with experience. Xhaka, the man that is supposed to give the team leadership. Xhaka, the man that is supposed to give us direction. Where are you, Xhaka? What is that? Now, many people are going to say, oh, it's not a red card. It's a fucking red card. That is a dangerous tackle. He's sliding in with both feet up in the air, boots open. What do you expect? It's an absolute red card. And we've seen that. What is funny with Xhaka is, you know, his situation just... What the fuck happened with my surface score? Is it internet? I don't know. You know, so, you know, for me, what the Xhaka situation speaks is what Arsenal is all about. We are we are a bunch of mismanaged, I don't know, clowns. That's what we are. Xhaka signed a new contract. Come on, people. Let's make sense. Let's make it make sense. Granit Xhaka signed a new contract at Arsenal. Granit Xhaka signed a new contract at Arsenal Football Club. Let us make it make sense. How does it make sense? Like, how does it make sense? How does it? Why does Xhaka get a new contract? What has he done? What has he done to deserve a new contract? And the fool picks him every game. Every game, Mikel has to pick Granit Xhaka on top of Sid Kolasinac. Like, is he fucking clueless to that extent? You know, we've said the manager's clueless. We've said, but is he fucking clueless to that extent? Last season, we were 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. I know we were like, oh, fine. Now, we are fucking 20th. We are playing Norwich next. Probably we could score our first goal of the season. I would love to see people who said we would win the game. Please do. Please do call in. If you said we would win the game, please do call in. You know, I would love that. Because this guy is so clueless. He doesn't know what he's doing. We've got to agree. We've got to agree. He's clueless. He's fucking clueless. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We are playing Manchester City. We are playing Manchester City. And you play Sid Kolasinac. You're playing a fucking back, a back five that doesn't even stand. You're leaving Pablo Mari on the bench. He had a stink against Chelsea. He's still better than Kolasinac. One person as a manager, you should be able to understand that. Players do have bad games. Yeah, we've seen players do have bad games. Aubameyang had a bad season. We kept on picking him. We never dropped him. And one person that I won't blame much in this game is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, because if the team had one shot on target and a 19% ball possession rate, 19% ball possession, like they bullied us, they took us to score. That's a fucking disgrace, guys. I'm fucking tired of Mikel Arteta. Come what may, where we stopped last season is where we've started. The Mikel Arteta rants all the time. We are ranting Arteta out. When shall we be proud of a manager? I don't know who picked him. Look, Arteta with Edu, both should go. Definitely. Arteta with Edu, both should go. Because Edu hired Mikel Arteta, so it's enough. Guys, it's absolutely enough. It's absolutely enough. We don't have to say much. We do not have to say much. Let's see what you people are saying in the chat. Let's see what you people are saying in the chat. But it's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. You know, absolute disgrace. I can't show how angry I am. Can't show. Alba, Arteta should all go. This is according to Tab. No need for 5 games. Definitely, bro. Definitely, you're right. No need for 5 games. There is no need to keep this clown for another 4 games. No need for 5 games. We have got what we wanted. We wanted to see whether we have a manager. We don't have one. We don't have one. So no need for 5 games. No need for 5 games. Kick him out right now. I would love to see what he says, and I'm gonna do his press conference reaction. I would love to see what he says in regards to the loss. Probably it's gonna say we played a bunch of kids. Isn't he what it's gonna say? He said against City, against Chelsea, we played a bunch of kids. Probably it's gonna say we played a bunch of kids. We put out the youngest player out, youngest team out there. That's what it's gonna say. That is put out the youngest team out there. That's what he said against Chelsea. Which manager says that? You put out the youngest team, ever in the Premier League. So what? What should we do? Should we praise you because you put out the youngest team out there? Big up Stefan says cranky out. Imagine 3 games, no goal, no point. That's according to Issa. Ramsdale would have done great. Look, guys, let's not blame Leno. Let's be realistic. We are Arsenal fans, right? Let's be realistic. Leno doesn't have a reason to be blamed in that defeat. Doesn't. He kept us in the game. Leno kept us in the game. That's it. Look, if I'm Leno and anyone says I'm to blame for that loss, I'm fucking raging, because you don't put Sid Kolasinac, Holding, and Chambers in front of me, and you feel and we're playing Manchester City, and you feel like I'm gonna do better. How am I gonna perform well? How? And what hurts me is that we've had 4 months of a transfer window. United have signed Ronaldo in 3 hours. We've wasted 4 months of a transfer window. 4 months. The likes of Sid Kolasinac, how are they still here? How are we still using Sid Kolasinac? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. When did Sid Kolasinac arrive at Arsenal? When did Granit Xhaka arrive at Arsenal? Half a decade ago. And that is the time when the team is sinking. It is enough to see that let these fools go and let us get better players at least. We wanted the right back. We didn't sign them. We wanted the number 10. They didn't come. We wanted the central midfielder. We didn't sign them. How do you expect the team to fucking perform better? How? It's just Sunka, leave AFC alone. Leave AFC, leave AFTV alone. Leave them alone. Please don't. Just leave them alone. I'm a real disappointment. I'm real disappointed. Bosses out. This is according to Raul. And Alan says no process, no progress. Spending 130 million to become last in the table after you employ somebody who with no experience, only CV is being assistant of pay. Definitely. There is no process. It's like it's like me covering this cup. When I cover this cup, like I cover on top, I can convince you that there is tea inside there, and the reason, that is what they're doing. They're trying to tell us that they're selling to us the idea that there is a process somewhere. There is no fucking process. It's not there. It's not there. It is just the Cronkies were under pressure, so they spent some money on a bunch of kids. If you still remember when I did the story, the exclusive from 90 Min, I said the Cronkies wanted to spend money on young players that have value to become better so that they can actually sell them. So they're using the 130 million as a getaway plan, as an escape plan. They know the fans are fucking hungry. So what do we do? What do we do? The fans are hungry. What do we do? What we have to do is go out there and spend some money. Splash some money. Get Lokonga, get Tavares, get Ben White, get Odegaard. That's it. There is no progress. There is no process. They just use this window to cool the pressure because they know Arsenal fans are absolutely mad. Yeah, they're absolutely mad because we are mad. So they're like, how do we calm them down? How do we calm them down? You can't believe Arsenal fans, out of deep sorrow, out of deep pain, they celebrated a Manchester City goal. You know how hurting that is? Do you know how hurting that is? Like City score, and then you jump like, yeah! It's hurting. It's like it hurts. It hurts. It's a point of no return. And I still believe Arsenal is redeemable. Even without the Cronkies leaving, Arsenal is redeemable. Get a fucking manager who understands what they do. That's it. Leave the clowns to be clowns. Arteta is a clown. No experience. I don't blame him so much, by the way. I don't blame Mikel Arteta so much because he shouldn't be here in the first place. Like, he shouldn't be here. So don't blame him so much. Arteta doesn't have to be in that position. He's not supposed to be here. So a manager with no experience, doesn't have a CV and written on it. His CV doesn't have anything written in it. He's assistant to Pep, and he has got the hardest job in the world. Because definitely, let's agree, Arteta found this club as a fucking shambles, right? He found it as a fucking shambles, and he inherited the shambles. He inherited the shambles. So he's actually got it's like, walking out of college and you're made president. That is, you're made president of a struggling democracy like my country. That is the worst, that's the worst job you'll ever get in your life. You have corruption on the table. You have nepotism on the table. You have tribalism on the table. You have, you have abuse of human rights on the table. You have absolutely everything the worst in the world to deal with. That is what Arsenal is. So Mikel, walking out of college to take on Arsenal, that was the, that was the biggest, that was the hardest internship you can ever get. That's it. When you talk about hard internships, when you talk about internships that are absolutely mad, that is one of them. That is one of them. Getting an Arsenal job, I wouldn't take it. If I'm manager, I wouldn't take it. Even if I'm Conte, I don't take it. I don't take Arsenal. They're an absolute disgrace. They don't back you. They don't do nothing. Arteta have an issue. Let's go. Let him go. That's going to Timbo. Absolutely. I don't disagree. Only poor management plus team boss who cannot invest much amount to buy good players. Please, Stan Kroenke, sell the team right now. It's going to Gilbert. Arteta is scared. Arteta is too big. Arsenal is too big for him. He has no tactics. Arsenal is disintegrating. Arsenal is going to extinction. He's under pressure, and you could feel it. You could feel it right from the time. Right from the time the lad picked his team selection. His team. You could feel it. He was under pressure. He was under pressure. Coming into a game where you're left with 5 games, and you're playing Manchester City. So he tried. I don't know. I think he tried to be defensive, bro. Poor man. Poor man. He's a disgrace. He's a disgrace. He tried to serve himself. And it didn't work. No need for 5 games. Let him go. Mohammed says, Cossy, enough. We have never, we have never scored any Premier League goal this season. Arteta and Edu must score. Edu has fucking wasted Arsenal money. He's wasted Arsenal money doing a lot of bullshit. Like, doing a lot of bullshit. I don't know what he's doing. Signing in the likes of Willian for expensive transfer fees, for expensive wages on a free, and now he's going to terminate his contract. He's absolutely done, a shambles. For sure, Arteta should be sacked before the 4th game. Cossy, how do you see? Guys, I've been Arteta out since last season. It's not this season. I've been Arteta out since last season. The shambles are just not stopping. They just keep coming. They just keep coming. Gotta say, Celtic says, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I feel like crying, but I can't cry for Arsenal. Can't cry. I can't cry. I'm used to that. Why always have to change the first 11 now? 4 years without a first 11. Please, can you explain why why to keep this full of a coach? Steve G, in now. Wenger in. Steven Gerrard in. It sucks, man. Supporting Arsenal sucks. Backing these clowns sucks. How do I have to say, come on the lads, come? How do I say that to those clowns on the pitch? How do I say that? Because I'm demoralized the moment I see the starting lineup, and I'm demoralized. How do I have to back my team? How do I back my team? They're a bunch of fucking clowns. I'm disgraced, definitely. I'm disgraced, people. I'm disgraced. Please, what is the CV of our coach? Stop blaming him. That that is what Arsenal wanted. Obed, brilliant point. The moment we went for him, that is what we wanted. Steven, look, I don't want Gerrard. I'm tired of managers that are starting. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of gambling. I don't want Steven Gerrard. Look, you're gonna tell me that he won 100% games in with Rangers, 100% record without a loss. That is fucking that is the Scottish Premier League. That is the Scottish Premier League. Premier League, Steven Gerrard does he even care about Arsenal? He cares about Liverpool. Sunka, come on. Don't bring Steven Gerrard. Come on. Conte in, Celtic. Arteta and Edu should go. No need for 5 games, Percy. No need for 5 games. Now it's right time for Arsenal to sack Mikel Arteta. This is going to cost him. And Anu says we need to let Arteta go. Humbly, humbly let Arteta leave. Please, let Arteta leave. Humbly. Is that too much to ask? I really have Arsenal at heart, but this is too much. The two idiots, Edu and Arteta, must leave. This is according to Hanning. Thank you so much, Hanning. Qatar are taking over Arsenal. Celtic. Look, I would love to. Buy us, please. Fucking buy us. We will do whatever you want. Our game was boring, man. This is not real Arsenal. That we know, man. Anthony, it was not boring. We didn't come against City. We didn't come. It wasn't fucking boring. We didn't come. That's it. It's so different when you say, "Oh, we were a fucking shambles. We played poorly." It's not that. We didn't put up anything. Not resistance. Not anything. We didn't put up anything like a show. We never. Arsenal. At times, I'm a fucking, I don't know. He's a fool. Let him go. Alba too should go. Look, don't blame people. Don't blame Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I said it. Don't blame Leno. Don't blame Aubameyang. The team had 19% ball possession and 195 touches. The whole team. How do you blame Alba? Did he miss chances? Because that is what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to score. He's supposed to earn his money by scoring chances. Did he miss chances? No, he didn't. Don't blame Abba. Don't blame Aubameyang. Please don't. Arteta and Edu should leave. Bring back Wenger for caretaker before next manager in charge. Maybe I would do that. I don't know whether it would work. Maybe not. Maybe. I didn't bother watching the match after the second. I told you, Celtic. I told you, it hurts, it is heavy, it's a disgrace to watch Arsenal. It is so hard to watch Arsenal. Tell you what, I watched 90 minutes. Goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, goal 4, goal 5, goal 6. I watched the whole match. Absolutely shambles in the defense. Look, I don't know how the defense has become like this. Last season, we were good. This season, the clowns have become a shambles. I think the problem is with our boss. We had time to buy players. We purchased players, and we. I don't get really your comment. I really don't get your comment. Don't really get your comment. I'm a Nigerian. Only God knows the pain we are going through here. Please sack Arteta now. Please, we are begging you. Please, we are begging you. Whoever has the opportunity to do that, please do it. Yeah, he will stupidly say, "Young boys, if they're young, let them go for breastfeeding." My comment of the night, Obed. My comment of the evening. My comment of the evening: if they are young, let them go for breastfeeding. Then we will know. Arsenal has a bunch of kids. All right, let him go, guys. Let him go. Anu says, seriously, Edu and Arteta should go. It's too much. It's too much. I'm looking at your comments and I feel the pain. And that is the pain I was feeling when I was watching these clowns battered by City. We were. You know what they do is they release a jersey. The cannon is back. What? The cannon is back? So what? So what? They release a jersey. They release a kit every now and then. And I'm just going to stop buying Arsenal kits. I'm going to start putting on my jackets. I'll put on my jackets because that is, I would rather put on my jackets. I would rather support Polo. And absolute chambers, guys. Absolute chambers. What have we done as Arsenal fans to be neglected by our officials to this extent? No Arsenal fan deserves this. Fans don't deserve this. Fans don't deserve this. Definitely. No fan deserves this. I'm telling you. No fan deserves this. This is sick. This is sick. It's making me sick. I'm shouting every match reaction. My voice is about to get lost. Come on, let him just resign. Don't even wait for. Humbly, Mikel should resign. It's too much. It's too much. There's no progress. It's no progress. Cause enough is enough. Arteta in Arsenal. I have said it before that it is good to demote Arteta to under 16 academy. I wouldn't take him to our under 16s. I don't want to make it a shambles as well. Cossy Conte must come for emergency to save Arsenal. This is according to Muhammad. I don't know who comes in. Anyway, guys, that is my match reaction. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 5. We have been absolutely disgraced and humiliated. Do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Hey!